Today I want to take a few minutes and talk about how we can help our teachers make ends meet. That's a difficult thing. For many people, when you look at teacher salaries, teachers say, that's great, I want to be a teacher, but how can I afford to do that? How can I afford to make this kind of a commitment when the compensation isn't there to provide for the lifestyle that I'd like to lead? Now, for many people, they would simply look at it and say, well, that's really great. I'm sorry, but this is what we have to offer. I think administrators need to try to find creative ways to provide additional sources of revenue for our teachers. Now, in some jurisdictions, they talk about performance pay or incentive pay. Now, that can be a controversial issue for many teachers. Teachers are wondering, why do I need to do this above and beyond? I'm a very good teacher, but yet I have a teacher next door who might not be quite as talented as I am, and yet our compensation is the same. What do I do? And that's the struggle for administrators. How do you keep high quality teachers? We all want the best teachers. So the challenge is to find some type of incentive programs that might provide additional income for our teachers. One of the things that I did years ago was start a summer program for many teachers. They're kind of searching in the summer for what will they do. Now, some just use the time to regroup. Some go to school. But some are looking for additional ways to earn some money. So we started a program that allowed our teachers to work on curriculum issues outside of the school year that would benefit their particular academic department at the high school level. We asked them to come up with a proposal, and we provided a stipend of anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 for the summer work. That summer work could then be used to help the instruction that goes on during the course of the year. That information and the work they did was also shared with all of the faculty. So it created some new ideas, some new energy. Did it take work? Yes. It took work on the part of the administration to set up a program that they were able to oversee. And also, we had to take a look at how would we measure the success of this, not just that we're giving teachers additional money over the summer. We wanted to make sure that we were improving the quality of instruction. So we created this particular venue. Now, it's really interesting because at first people were a little bit skeptical of it. But then they realized that it could help them and also help their colleagues. And ultimately help the students, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we're improving the quality of education every year. Even though we might think our school is really good and the quality of education is very strong, there's always a way to constantly improve what we're doing. Looking at research, incorporating that research into what we do in our classrooms. For many teachers, it's impossible to do that type of work during the course of the school year where they're grading papers. Perhaps they're coaching. Perhaps they're going to certification classes. So we have to look at all of these different factors and say, what can we do? Now, performance pay is another option where a whole set of criteria are established and teachers are given a monetary reward for that work. Can it work? Yes. The problem is there must be trust on the part of the faculty that it will be a fair process. If there is a lack of trust, there is no way that the program will work. You need to make sure that people feel that they're getting a fair chance. Now, there are also other incentive programs that schools have devised. Again, for special programs. And some of the materials that are out there, and you can read a lot of the research that's been done over the last 15 or 20 years. Some people say it's really good, and we're bringing the business model to the education world. And we're building competition, and isn't that good? Competition is great. However, in what we do as educators, we're talking about working as a part of a team. We're taking a collegial approach. It's not every man or woman for themselves. We are trying to do something to help the next generation. So we need to be creative when we look at different programs to provide additional sources of revenue. We have to understand why we're doing it. Is it simply to give those teachers additional income? Is it to improve the quality of education? Is it to reward the best teachers and hope that the underachievers will get frustrated and leave? What are you trying to do? Before you start any program like this, clearly understand your goals and who will be a part of it. When we talk about developing budgets in schools, we talk about sharing the vision. We talk all the time about making sure that we're transparent. There's nothing more demoralizing for a faculty than to feel like they've really been tricked. So it's incumbent upon the leadership of the school to determine what can and should be done. Some schools have used programs, again, in the summer, in athletics, where they can run athletic camps and teachers are compensated for being a part of that camp. Some schools are now going to study skills programs where students are getting help and teachers are finding a way to get some additional income. Both sides win. Students are helped. The faculty members find that they have additional income. Computer camps, dance classes, music, all of those things, they're enrichment opportunities. Does that mean that some of our teachers are going to wind up working instead of 10 months, 11 months? Yes. But we have to understand and make sure that they understand why we're doing those things. Because the more they know the why, the greater chance of success. The more questions they have, the less of a feeling of collegiality, where we have less trust in our leaders, chance of success goes down and down. We have the opportunity as leaders in our schools to come up with creative ideas. We need to engage our faculties. Ask them for ideas. Ask them what they would like to do and how this could benefit them as well as the students in the school. If you do that, the chances of success go up astronomically. As always, I hope these thoughts help. If you have any questions or comments for me, please don't hesitate to let me know. I appreciate it. Have a great day.